Hi there. I am Sarah Hansen, the librarian at Riverdale High School, and I'm here today to thank you for your support in last year's paddle raise of some initiatives in our library. We were able to do some significant renovations to the space to make it more friendly and usable for high school students. Riverdale High School, the library is really the heart of the school, both geographically and sentimentally. And visitors to our school always comment on how beautiful the space is. We really wanted to keep that feel, but move things a little bit more into the 21st century. The traditional library media centers that we have created over the years and invested in with the expectation that students will use them are underutilized because they do not meet the expectations or the needs of today's learning communities. So when I was approached to see what I would want to do in the library with funding from the paddle raise, my first thought was space for the high school library. We had really beautiful furniture in here, but it had such a huge footprint physically in the library and was impossible to move around. The tables were larger than the doors. They didn't fit through. We couldn't put them away or move them when we wanted to do other things. And the chairs that we had didn't stack. So I worked with the design team at Demco, it's a library furnishing supply company, to identify some furniture that would meet student needs and maintain the look and feel of our space. We have beautiful new tables and chairs that make the space so much more flexible and usable. They're still sturdy, but they're mobile and comfortable. And now when students come into the library, whether they're here to work in small groups or with their class, whether they're here to take a test or give a presentation, the library can move and change to meet their needs. I can't wait for the first time a teacher says, hey, I want to bring my class to the library to work on a project, and I can ask them, what kind of setup will work best for your class? And we can make it happen. We were also able to make some really significant upgrades in the computer lab section of the library. We found since we've gotten so many Chromebook carts for our school that classes were not using the lab and neither were individual students. So we wanted to redo this space and bring it into 2021, make it usable for students and meet student and staff and community needs. So in order to refresh the lab, we started out by replacing the desktop computers with laptops, a dedicated set for use in this space. And then our amazing custodial team worked diligently over spring break to remove all of the built-in desks and tables. We still have a tech-ready space with outlets all over the place, but what we've done now is transformed this single-use room that was not being used and gathering dust into a multi-use space. It's going to bring classes, small groups, and hopefully meetings for our community back into the heart of our school. These changes benefit our entire student body. We've improved flexibility in our open library model. Our library has always been open to all, but now it's more accessible to individuals, small groups, and classes. We've improved space for events and meetings and really transformed the library back into its intended purpose as a community hub. And we've been able to upgrade our computer lab area to be a better representation of a 21st century learning environment, a place for hands-on inquiry-based learning where large groups, small groups, and individuals can work. It's a place for communication, collaboration, and information sharing with technology and media-rich resources. It is really special to work in a school with so much support from our community. The library in particular has been supported over the years by our lunchtime volunteers, by generous donations, and by last year's paddle raise. On behalf of the staff, the students, and our community, thank you so much for your donations from the bottom of our heart.